Good afternoon, Eeveelutions Nation, and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield quote-unquote leak video. Now, with every leak video that I do post on this channel, remember that it is not confirmed until GameFreak decides to confirm it themselves. This is just for speculation and a lot of fun. Now, apparently we have the plot leak for Sword and Shield. Now, I say apparently because we don't know if it's true, but honestly, this seems pretty credible to me. I try not to talk about a lot of things on this channel unless I think they seem credible to a certain extent. And if I'm reading through it and I don't think they seem credible, then I will 100% let you guys know, like, okay, this seems like bullshit. But I read through this. A lot of this seems like to be pretty credible to me. So without further ado, let's just get started. If you guys enjoy leak videos, want to see more leak videos on the channel, like down below. Let me know that I should keep doing these. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so, just for, you know, daily content and crap like that. Now, like I said, plot leak for Pokemon Sword and Shield gyms. Now, we had a couple of we had a previous gym leak. This is a little bit different. So, which one is true? Probably neither of them, but could be one of them. Gyms are Milo, Grass, Nessa, Water, Kabu, Fire, Opal, Dark, Rhoda, Rock, Loki, and Serm. So I guess 2 people to this gym. Fairy and Poison, Myrtle, Dragon, and Rufus Steel. Now, looking at all these typings, Grass, Water, Fire makes a lot of sense in that order, right? Rhoda, which is Rock, that's fine, and Opal, that's Dark, that is also fine. Fairy and Poison, that's an interesting one. Having 2 different typings in the same gym is something that we don't see very often, or we have not seen at all. Like, I can't think of an instance, but I don't want to say that I can't think of an instance because there have been 8 gyms. There's been 8 gyms in 8 different gens. That's a lot of things. That's a lot of numbers to keep up with. I can't say for sure. I remember there have been 2 gym leaders at once before, but I think if there are 2 gym leaders, they're usually the same typing. They're not 2 different typings. And Fairy and Poison is a pretty interesting type combination. I mean, just bring a Steel type and sweep that gym, but whatever. Myrtle Dragon, which is also cool because it's been a while. I can't remember the last Dragon gym we have, but I like Dragon gyms because they're usually very difficult. And Dragon type is like one of my favorite design in all of Pokemon, so it's nice seeing a whole bunch of 3rd Evos, especially when you have a Dragon gym towards the end of the game. Then you can really get those 3rd Evo Dragons, which is really nice. And Steel Rufus, you better have an Aegislash, buddy. You better have one. Myrtle is the queen of Galar and mother of Marnie. Oh, okay. Rufus is a historian and estranged father of Bede. It's interesting. I mean, Myrtle being the queen makes sense because there are so many dragon statues all over Galar. Like, if you guys have seen screenshots, maybe this screenshot has one. No, it doesn't. Well, now I can't prove my point. But there are so many dragon statues scattered throughout all of Galar. So her having dragon typing as a gym and the queen of Galar makes a lot of sense. Rufus is a historian, estranged father of Bede. Okay, Bede? We didn't learn about Bede yet. Got it. The league takes place in the Victory Rose instead of an Elite Four. It's a large tournament of 7 rounds? Each round you face 4 randomly selected type specialists, and your rivals Hop, Bede. Okay, so Bede's one of my rivals. Got it. The league. What? Oh, and Marnie in between. Each round has you traverse a maze to find your entrance, battling other trainers. The winner of the tournament then faces Leon in a championship style type of match. I guess they're going to explain what championship type match means, unless they're meaning VGC doubles, which would be weird because that is video game championships. So maybe. It's interesting how there is 7 randomly selected type specialists. Does that mean every time you enter the Victory Rose, does that mean that you can encounter different types of gyms every time? Like, that's pretty interesting. Different, you know, trainers and such. Next line. Hop wants to stand on his own, but is constantly babied by his brother, who keeps helping him, obviously. It's revealed that Leon rigged Hop's gym battles in his favor. Okay, that is interesting. Like, he's trying to help, but he's doing it in a by being a cheater. Like, that's not good. Because there's so many leaks going around online saying that Leon is evil. Leon is the leader of Team Yell or Team Scream or whatever it's called. So him showing these little nuances of, okay, we're gonna cheat, we're gonna do these bad things, is very, very relevant here. It's all about character development. That's why I love stories, because character development is fantastic, and I love when these little tiny nuances build into one big character. So that's good for me. I know, like, maybe a lot of you people don't give a crap, but that's good for me. Leon turns out to be a fraud in cahoots with Chairman Rose, who used his family's influence to also have his battle rigged in his favor, and doesn't believe that true talent in battle exists. I mean, with all this RNG going around, you really are going with it? I'm just kidding. Your championship battle with Leon involves a forced lose before going on a mission to reveal the truth of the Pokemon League to Galar. Okay. That's interesting because in the reveal trailer, they talk about, oh, this man's never lost. Oh, gee, I wonder why. Bede is your second rival who steals your starter early on. She steals my starter. Hop, who was given 2 starters by Leon. Oh my god, this guy's babied. Then offers you one of his to help get it back. Near the end of the game, you have so there's like a little devious start partner or rival. Sorry. Near the end of the game, you have the option to take your starter back or let him keep it after seeing the bond they develop. I would take that shit back for starters. That is mine. I was born an only child, and I will play this game as an only child. That is my starter. You're not gonna keep it. Chairman Rose manages the Galar Pokemon League, and recently, I assume that, recently introduced Dynamaxing to the Pokemon League. He is immediately intrigued with your goal to get your starter back from Bede and establishes a rivalry to increase ratings. Now, ratings are very important. Ratings and endorsements are very important, as you can see in the May 24th leak that was essentially confirmed. That ratings are really relevant to like the clothes you wear, the story development, the Pokemon listening to you, crap like that. So everything seems to be fitting so far. This is why I thought this was very credible, because like everything coincides. And it goes very in depth with what's happening without going too out of the realm of possibility, which is always really good when you're trying to look for a credible leak. Marnie is a rising star of gym battles who you watch beat Milo in the beginning. It's later revealed she's a princess of Galar. He mentioned this before, or she mentions this before. She's a princess of the Galar royal family in disguise who wishes to live a normal trainer life and rebelled against her mother. You always see this happening with, like, this is pretty basic, like royal families and people being, you know, scandalous just because they're tired of living under the magnifying glass of the world. This theme has been around for many movies, many TV shows, many books, etc. So, makes sense that it's in a video game now. Or that GameFreak is using it in a video game now. It's very popular, very well-known, like, niche. She uses a weak form of the legendary Meteodana. Oh, new legendary, which is said to be linked to the box legend. Okay, so pseudo-legend. She uses a pseudo-legend. Or a weak form. A legendary Meteodana. So is there more legendaries than Eternatus? That's a little interesting. That's a little interesting. Team Yell are crazy fans led by an admin named Sealand? Probably Sealand. And are obsessed with Marnie. The whole thing is a front for the leader, Norella, who wants to capture Meteodana to summon the box legendary. It is revealed that she had good intentions and only wants to summon the Guardian of Galar to defeat Eternatus. Okay. Oh, so you probably won't be able to see both box legends in the game? That makes sense. Like, sword will get sword, shield will get shield. That makes sense. So there is Eternatus. And then there's Meteodana, apparently. Another legendary we didn't even know about. Eternatus is the true main antagonist of the game. It was the origin for the Dynamax and Gigantamax phenomena and spread havoc across the region long ago. The box legend defeats them and seals them away. Them. There's more than one. I guess Meteodana is also bad. And seal them away. However, it will reawaken if large instances of Dynamaxing occur. Postgame has Title Defense Return from Sun and Moon. You can access a second wild area. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's 2 wild areas. The Battle Wheel, the Battle Clock, Looker Missions also oh god, Looker Missions. Relax. I hate Looker Missions. I know some of you guys might fucking like Looker Missions. I hate them. Ever since the Delta episode in Oras, I'm like, I'm done with Looker Missions forever. Whew. Whatever. Let's continue. The dex is around 600 Pokemon. That's an okay number. I'm happy with that number. That is more than half. So I'm 100% happy with that number. Not many new Pokemon. Some includes Ghost Umbrella, a Fire, Steel, Thorn Lizard, Fairy, Poison Cat, which is probably going to be in this person's gym, and an alien that evolves depending if the switch is docked or not. Okay, that's a cool concept. They like having at least one weird, strange evolution per game, right? You had to turn your DS upside down to get Inkay to evolve. I guess now you gotta have a docked switch or not. Regional evolutions is where certain Pokemon can evolve in a specific region. Some Pokemon that get Galarian evolutions include Farfetch'd, Meowth, Arbok, and Weezing. Farfetch'd, we know about, so much about. Meowth, we already know about. Arbok and Weezing makes sense, very popular in the anime. You know, that's Jesse and James' original Pokemon. Makes sense. However, some evolutions such as Magnezone, Rhyperior, and Persian cannot happen in Galar as they are not regional evolutions to the previous regions. Magnezone, Rhyperior, and Persian cannot happen in Galar. What? So Meowth can't evolve to a Persian anymore. Rhyperior can't, like Rhydon can't evolve into a Rhyperior anymore. And Magnezone can't evolve. I mean, Magnum Taunt can't evolve into Magnezone anymore. Okay, Rhyperior and Magnezone I understand because those are Gen 4 Pokemon. And if they're trying to stroke Gen 1's cock a little bit more, I understand why they do that. But why Persian? Why can't Persian happen? Whatever, I guess. A little weird by that one. A little sketched out by that one. Not sketched out in the sense that I think it's not credible. I can see GameFreak doing that. I just don't get why. I don't get why. But whatever. I mean, part of me is a little bit on the side of this being true because recently in Pokemon Go they just changed the Magnezone raid battle to be a Magneton instead. And no one understood why. And now this is saying that, you know, regional evolutions such as Magnezone aren't happening. Okay, coincidence? Probably. Eevee gets Dragon and Steel regional evolutions which replace Leafeon and Glaceon. What? They're just taking all of Gen 4 out of this game? It replaces Leafeon and Glaceon? So that just means Leafeon and Glaceon aren't in the game. But Dragon and Steel Eevee are? I mean, I like Dragon and Steel Eevee as like an idea, because, you know, the last two gyms are Dragon and Steel. But I like Leafeon and Glaceon too. I think they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Okay, whatever. Continuing on. There are around 20 Gigantamax forms. Some Pokemon include Galar starters. Cool. So Galar starters get like a second form. Kanto starters, obviously. Pikachu, Eevee, Meowth, Jigglypuff, Rhydon, Machamp, Dragonite, Meteodana, and Eternatus. I was really hoping it wasn't just going to be fucking Gen 1, but it's going to be. Pikachu, Eevee, obviously, of course, they stroke those Pokemon so hard. Meowth, for some reason. Jigglypuff, Rhydon, Machamp, Dragonite. Dragonite makes, thank God they have Dragonite, because Dragonite's a pretty dope Pokemon to have. Machamp, that's also like one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm really happy about that one. Meteodana and Eternatus also makes sense. Those are the, you know, the legends. Kanto starters, they're always going to Kanto Pander. There's nothing we can do about it. Also, if you guys are wondering why I'm assuming like that all this is real, that's what I do for these videos. I assume that all of it is real. Because, I think that's just the best way to come about it. You assume a leak is real for the purpose of the video, but remember that none of this is like confirmed. Just for speculation. And then this is blacked out. Ta-da, the postgame isn't anything to write home about. And the plot is all spoiled. Move on to other parts of your life. That's a little funny. Now, I'm highlighting this little section because I thought this was very relevant. This does give credibility too. I can see it being real, especially the gym order. The gym order and Myrtle fits the flower naming theme for the importance of characters like Gen 7. However, the original leak said that Opal was a fairy type gym leader. And whilst that may have been a mistake, as it said that she was a first when Valerie exists. I think it'd be easier to mistake trivia like that rather than type. Kabu's name also relates to the Japanese name for swede, a root veggie, which makes me think he's ground type. There's a Dugtrio statue near the gym, blah blah blah. Ground type gym. Fire makes sense though, following Milo and Nessa, but his leak gym trial / puzzle don't make sense for the industrial city that your order implies him to be in. Now, I disagree with that. I think fire could be 100% industrial. Like, you can't have industry without fire. Like, also, lack of Team Yell mentions a bit dodgy. Victory Rose is a fun pun on Victory Road, however, and the tourney sounds refreshing. Now, this person's very, very critical. I agree with some of the things he says. I also disagree with some of the things he says. I think that Kabu, like, there's nothing wrong with Kabu being fire type in an industrial city. Like, you need fire for industry. Like, what does the ground have to do with industrial city, right? I guess digging a hole. But, like, honestly, I'd see steel, if anything, to be in the industrial city. But I think fire is fine. I have nothing wrong with fire being the industrial city. The original leak said Opal was fairy type gym leader. I mean, the original leak also said that a score bunny was pure fighter instead of fire. But whatever. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I think it's fun. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. What do you guys think of the plot leak? If assuming that this plot is real, would you be okay with this, or do you want something here to be different? Let me know down below in the comment section. Remember to subscribe if you already haven't done so. I'm Ovation. Hope that you did enjoy it. Go ahead, click the like button if you did, and peace out.